Welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. Thanks for joining me today. Wanted to give you an update where we are. We have finally finished the brick. And so I will walk you around here and show you what we've done. I'm going to do a separate video on the brick cleaning, but I'll just show you and bring you up to date. This is now, I'll step back here and get a kind of a scope of, this is the debris field as I call it. This is all the mortar that we chipped off the brick. I've probably got about 3 inches deep of this right in the middle of it, and so my plan is to actually use it much like I was using the crushed rock in the area of wherever it's wet. So over in this area you can see some of the crushed rock there. It's kind of all packed in now. But this area right here was a little wet with the water running down off the hill. And so I'm going to repurpose all of that mortar. That's all now nice and blocked up and little, some of it's about silver dollar size and bigger. But I'm just going to spread that out over here when I get feeling better. My back is a little better, but right now this is just stuff we threw off as we were cleaning up the pile of brick that was there. So we just finished up today, my daughter and I, and so we got we had hoped to finish last week. Today is Monday, June the 6th. Happy Remembrance Day for D-Day. But this particular job is now behind us, and I will come over here and show you what we got. I said I was going to bring you up to date. Alright, so this is the 2 pallets of bricks that we got. Now these are big, obviously bigger pallets than what bricks normally come on. And I'll just step over here for those of you joining me for the first time. I also had some brick over here. I think I've got about 130 or so brick over here. This is where those bricks are going to eventually be on these 2 pallets. We're going to try to get them right in here. So I'm going to remove these, take them over when I start washing, and then set the finished bricks on here. Some of my oak that I got restacked. Better pull that down so the wind doesn't knock it off. We had a tornado, mini tornado come through here last Thursday. It took down trees on almost everybody's property up my street here, except for my property. We had a few little limbs come down, but I was thinking by the time I get up here, when I heard about it, I figured I'd have several trees down because I've opened it up so much in here. But fortunately we didn't have any trees down. So let me just come around here now and kind of show you the process that we're doing for cleaning. Like I said, I'm going to do a separate video in where the cleaning is actually ongoing. But right now, the total number of brick we calculated was right around 1,400 brick. Now, obviously that's including half brick as well. I'm taking 2 half brick to 1, and some of these third size brick. And there's a reason why I kept all of those, because the design that I want to do around the base of the house is what is called a Flemish pattern. And so it goes solid brick, half brick, solid brick, and so forth. And so you use quite a few of the half bricks, and I've probably got close to a third of my brick are probably half brick, maybe a little under a third, but like I said, I'm going to need at least that much anyway. Now, as far as the cleaning process, I'll just give you a quick overview, and then I'll show you in action in a separate video, hopefully tomorrow or the next day. It takes muriatic acid, which is, I got 3 gallon jugs. That's about $13 a gallon. You're supposed to mix it a pint to a gallon. I'm mixing it about 50-50. You can do it as you see fit. I I started out by putting a straight, the straight muriatic acid in. Don't want to do that, the fumes, unless you've got a really good gas mask. But what I did is I put just enough acid in this, and you always add the acid to the water. And so what I did is mixed it about 50-50 in that, and that worked out well. And I'm just dipping them in, and then I'm double dipping them here in clean water. So we've got that process going. And like I said, this was my first foray. I just wanted to try a few brick. Did probably the equivalent of about 25 or 30 brick there. Didn't take me that long. I think when I get going, I'm going to have a different setup. But you kind of get the idea. The bricks came nice and clean. Other than the heavy mortar, where there's going to be mortar on them again, so I'm not overly concerned. It's more the face of the brick. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to briefly discuss, and that is my water hookup now. And so I will show you what I did for that. We had the city come in and hook up or set the water meter. I think it was the beginning of last week they came, or the end of the week before. The weeks are all running together now. They set it out here by the road, and it was obviously my responsibility to do the hookup on the other side. Now, obviously, I don't want to bring the lines all the way in at this point, because we're still felling trees and going to be doing construction and digging. So I just wanted to have access to water. So let me just come around here, try to get up this hill with my legs a little weak still. And so what we have here, and I'll just pop this cover off. There's the water meter right there. You can flop that up, and you can see there I've used about four gallons or so today. Whether you can zero in on that. And then on this side, all I did was screwed on a fitting, like just I guess it'd be female to male fitting with the shut off here, and kept the spout out and up, so I can actually now just put the garden hose on it and just turn it on and go. Now everything was here except for this fitting here, the shut off. So the city actually brought in this coupler there and the extension, and I just put a little bit of Teflon tape on it, tightened it down finger tight, turned that unit on. That's the main shut off to the city water, and actually it didn't leak even with being finger tight with the Teflon tape, but I did put another turn on it with my wrenches, and hey, it works great. I hooked onto it, ran my water hoses today. That's how I got water up to where I'm working. Like I said, this here is just a matter of get a wrench and you can turn that on and off. And so that is what I have. Now I realize at this point this is not code as far as being below ground. They put it right here on the side of the hill. I'll just come around here so you can see this. This drops off really steep here, and so you can see I only came out there about maybe a foot and it already started dropping off. And so when I eventually hook the water lines up to this, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put an elbow down and then dig the trench down 18 inches. I think that's the code here, and then all the way out up to that area there to where the house over there is going to be, so I get my things straight. And so for now this will work. I mean, obviously when it gets cold, my plan is to put styrofoam and cover it back over and everything, because chances of using water in the winter is pretty slim. And if I do, I can just, most of the days it's above freezing, I can just uncover it and use it if I need it. And so come back down here. So what I'm doing is I just bring I got 2 lengths of garden hose. Lowe's had a deal on it today. Got 100-foot lengths, two of them for about $46 plus tax. So for under $100 I got enough of my piping and garden hose to bring me in 200 feet, which brings me right into the property right where I'm working, which is great. And the only problem is I have to, because I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, I have to wheel it back up and put it in my truck at the end of the day, but drain the water out of it. The pipe's not too heavy. And so that's kind of where we're at. I'm hoping, see, today's Monday. We'll do another video tomorrow showing you kind of the process of washing, so you can kind of see how I'm doing it, how quick it can go. I know when I was doing some searching on this, I looked at a couple videos. One of them was somewhat helpful, but I want to show the whole process so you know exactly how this works, and get everything stacked and done. So hopefully by the end of the week, it'd be really nice to have most of this cleaned and stored. So we'll be done with the brick, and I'll have it all ready for when I get the basement in, whether it's this summer or next summer, or next spring. And so yeah, that's kind of where I am at, and I appreciate, as always, you joining me. I know there's a lot of places you could be, but it's always nice to catch up. And so if you're liking what you see and kind of following along in the process, I know it's slowed down a bit with my back. And just an update, I go for my eight-week checkup next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. For the most part, I'm getting around a lot better. Having a little bit still residual pain down the leg, but it's more just like a dull ache. It's not that shooting pain like I had before. And so I'm trying to take it easy, doing a lot of stuff seated, and trying to keep my weights under 10-15 pounds max. And so trying to do that as faithfully as possible. So if you're liking what you see, please like and subscribe. I see some of my videos have in the thousands of viewers, 10,000, 5,000 videos or views, but I would like to see more people subscribe. So if you're seeing my video today, if you do me the favor of actually liking and subscribing, I really appreciate it. Until next time, you have a great day.